know they like that.
Okay, it's on.
I'm not gonna get her stuff. All right, I'll call the order Millersville Board of Commissioners special meeting agenda Thursday, August 24th at 9 a.m. Second reading of ordinance 17-679 to amend the 2017-18 fiscal year budget, ordinance 17-674 to include expenses for the police tow lot and another employee for public works. Call for motion.
I make the motion that we approve second reading ordinance 17-679.
A second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Yes. Okay, so this is where the Rich threw in the other day in as far as voting notice. I'm so glad that y'all are here so that I can fully understand clearly as far as why we're needing this position. You have to understand, when I look at the city budget money, I think of it as if it's my money, would I spend that? So I have to be very clear on what those needs are, because Keith had brought up in that meeting that, okay, so we had 9 employees at one time in Public Works, and they did all the trash pickup, and they did all the grass cutting. So now we're down to 5 employees, but we're now subbing out the grass cutting. We are subbing out all of the trash.
Part of the trash.
Well, part of it, but a big portion of it, I guess. And so now and then the 3 employees that were to be hired this summer were seasoned employees. So the season's almost over, so that's what, now we're looking at hiring somebody full-time. So that's what I'm trying to understand, because I know, like, just the other night, the storms that happened, we've got limbs everywhere that's gonna have to be picked up by Public Works. I understand that. So I guess that's what I'm trying to understand. We're at 5 employees, 3 were gonna be seasonal, we're done with the season, so why do we need a full-time employee and spend that money? I mean, it still is $33,000, and even $13,000 more. If it was my money, would I really wanna spend that? Do you follow me? If it wasn't absolutely necessary. So that's what I wanted to hear from y'all about what that other person would do full-time. I understand seasonal, but going forward.
Commissioner, if I may.
Yes, please.
I want to back up for a minute.
Yes, this is what I'm wanting. I want clarification.
When Frank left, okay, Frank was not a working supervisor. Frank was an administrative supervisor. That's how he was hired. Under that understanding, he would not be employed.
Okay.
So at the time, there were 6 people, because Jerry was with me, and Jerry was in the field. We promoted Jerry, which took one person, well, half a person away, really, from the field, because he still has to do the administrative stuff.
Right.
Since it was in the middle of the year, and we had just raised the rates, and because we raised the rates, the return on those rates being raised was not really being seen right away, okay? So I asked Jerry, I said, Jerry, do you think that we can leave that position, your position, unfilled until the end of the year, so that we can have enough money to put back into our reserves for next year? I had in mind, we had the SRF loan to apply for, we had to be financially sound, and that kind of thing, so, which we accomplished by doing that. So then comes the budget year. The guys have been telling me over and over again, look, we've got too much going on, falling behind, we need another person. I said, okay, the only thing that's tracked or was tracked was sewer calls and whenever they take the stuff to the dump. That's it. Anytime they spend on the buildings, the community center, which is handled daily, the mulch at the playground, all of their mowing, all of their ditch digging, all of their street stuff, nothing was documented. I had nothing to bring to you to say, we have to go ahead and fill that position. So I suggested, first of all, start getting work orders for everything you do. That way I can justify it. And you're justifying to me that you really need somebody, okay? Secondly, let's try and get you somebody seasonal in the summer to help you with the mowing, because that's the hardest thing. Jerry agreed. Jerry's got, please bring him up, Jerry. The top work orders are everything from August so far.
August.
So that whole pile is just August, or which is August?
This right here is just the month of August. And we still got some work orders in the front office wasn't filled out from yesterday.
And the other pile is the end of June and July. They also do the, calls for locates. Those all take time too. Okay, so there's a lot of other things that are being done that nobody really realizes. You know, public works has always been, and I don't care what city it is, or county, has always been looked at as, well, they really don't do anything. Or, there's two people standing here while one's working. Well, that's OSHA rules most of the time, okay? You have to have safety.
Right.
So you may see one person just standing around and the other one's doing the work. But I wanted to be able to show you everything that they do. And sometimes there are more than 2 or 3 calls for sewer. So Jerry's gotta pull the people that are doing the other stuff off of it to go and handle the sewer, because that's priority, okay? And then everything else gets put behind it. So, what I'm saying is, it's a position that we've already approved, was there all along, we just haven't filled it.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, so what I'm hearing is that we had 6 employees at one time, and Jerry, that was only doing admin work, correct?
And Frank, that was only doing admin work.
Not Jerry, Frank. Okay, so we had 6 plus Frank, and Frank was only doing admin. Now you're doing the admin and the other, and so you're filling that position plus doing other work. And so technically, we just simply have Jerry and 4 employees, basically.
5.
I'm the 6th.
Number 6. So before we had 6 and Frank, which was 7. Okay, so we had 7 and now
So
we're
when
just.
we promoted
down to
Jerry, we
6.
never filled Jerry's position, is really what we did. We didn't do it.
Okay, and you know that I have been the one that has voiced many times, City Hall doesn't look good, our landscaping doesn't look good, the community center, you know, I fussed and fussed because the landscaping did not look good. The ridge, you know, I fussed about the ridge not being cleaned up, and it has been cleaned up, and y'all are doing that work.
And that takes the whole department works to clean the ridge up. That's not a one-man job or a two-man.
No, I know that, I've
It
done it,
takes all of them.
I've done it myself.
Every one of them. To be safe, it takes all of them.
Yes, I do know that. And then, now you mentioned some grass cutting. Are we cutting any other grass now?
All of
Roadside.
the
Roadside.
roadside mowing, we're doing all that.
So we're doing that. We have not subbed that portion out.
The only thing that's been subbed out is the parks. That's it, mowing.
We maintain the weir over in Cimarron. We got the detention pond at the community center. And we got all the roadside mowing
Okay.
and the abatements.
Okay, so then technically what I'm hearing is, we're not really adding an employee.
No,
We're just filling a position that was not filled in the past. Am I correct?
Right. And what we got ordered is 155, we're gonna hit with high intensity prismatic. The street signs back here
we have to do
is
that.
being regulated,
Uh-huh,
so that'll be the new street signs throughout the city.
okay. Well, I even know, just being in real estate, not just being a commissioner, but in real estate, I've had some other realtors telling me about what's getting ready to happen in Millersville. So as far as the growth that is coming. So with that being said, I don't have a problem with this, since this is technically a position that we're just filling.
It really is, and I should have made that a little bit clearer, I guess, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to make sure that I had my ducks in a row, and you guys saw the justification as to, because all this time they've been doing without one. You know what I'm saying? And I have to commend them for that.
Right,
I really do, because they work so darn hard. But it's to the point now that we need somebody. We've got to go ahead and fill it.
Okay.
And technically, we're really down 2 people from where we used to be. But we'll keep it the way it is. And,
Jerry's doing basically, filling 2 roles instead of just the one.
well,
that's
no,
vacant.
before that, we had actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 employees in Public Works. And then he left. That was
And
Stephen.
even when we had everything else set up.
Stephen, is that his name? Steve?
Yes, Steve.
Yes.
Steve done the trash.
No, he did the community center. He was strictly the community center.
When trash went away, he went
Yeah,
strictly to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Originally, he drove the satellite truck.
Yeah, and then when trash went away, he was dedicated specifically to the community center and parks. And then he left and that position was vacant. So we're technically down 2, but I think they've asked me for 2, but we really need 1 now.
Okay, well then, see, that's what I needed, that's all I needed. So, I don't know if anybody else have any other questions, so.
One, not a question, comment. I'm glad to see Mrs. Miller back.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back. I'm going stir crazy.
I know, I saw your posting on Facebook.
Yes, I'm glad she's back. I do appreciate public works, what y'all do.
Absolutely,
Sure do.
absolutely.
Everyone.
All right, any further discussion?
The towing lots, I noticed that the fencing is coming in up there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do we have? What else is necessary to complete it?
That's it, just the fencing.
The
What
gate,
about the gravel?
Oh, and the gate.
gravel's
Oh,
already.
it's already there.
Gravel and grading,
It's already, it's all.
the shape pretty, or what do you think?
What was the total cost of it?
I haven't gotten, what was the fence? Do you remember?
11,000.
11,000 for the fence.
The gravel was, what was it?
I think it's less than what was budgeted.
Yeah, I think it's less. The estimation was 3,000, I don't know. I don't
If we
remember.
done the, we ordered the gravel ourselves, instead of getting a markup from the outside company. And plus, Public Works, spread the gravel.
Okay. I guess my question is, why are we doing 25,000?
Because that's what we originally budgeted,
Right.
and it's the same amount that we budgeted in the last budget. It's just changing, carrying it over to the next year. Whatever's not spent will go back to the general fund.
That's all my questions.
Anybody else? All right, I'll call for a vote. It'll be a roll call vote. David?
Aye.
Aye.
I,
Milton?
No.
I vote aye. Passes 4-1. Motion to adjourn.
We do.
I'll say.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn.
thank you, thank you. I just, it's very clear, there's not an issue for me, so I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Let me get my confusion.
Oh, yeah.
Brother Richard,
I'll put the city.
don't let them make a right comparison.
Good.
I seen that, I thought. He got two trees by mine. We drove them off that road.
So I'm glad I never heard back from you.
I didn't see the sign off on mine yet. I looked around, I just got a glance around, I actually walked around it. Yeah, out of my street, that's not my goodness. I felt it's fabulous. But yeah, I got a breakfast first. He come down, he got his breakfast first, he ripped him out.
I'm happy.
I'll rip him out. He got through the thing.